Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it faith. I really, really love this quote, and I think that we all can relate to this. For example, someone from our relatives or friends keeps complaining about their life and just tells us, I just can't do anything about this situation, or this problem keeps repeating with me. I guess this is just my faith and I can't do anything about it. Or this can even be ourselves. We struggle with specific problem that we have in our life and we keep getting frustrated about it, and we just whether know that we have this issue and believe that it is fate, or that we know that we have the power to change it but are too comfortable in our situation even though it's painful to do anything to change that. Now let's take an example. Someone keeps meeting the same type of person but with different names, and all the people that they have met are just the same. They do the same things, they mistreat them, for example, and this ends up becoming a sort of pattern in their life. And they end up just asking themselves, why am I so unlucky? Why am I just keep meeting this type of person all the time, even though this is a different person, but at the same time, it's like the same person with different names. And that person may go through their entire life without questioning whether everything that, or this pattern that I wrote an example, was just caused by external circumstances, or it's just their faith, or maybe we have an inner power that we can acknowledge our patterns that keeps happening with us, and by acknowledging and working towards them, we can change them. And let's just repeat my favorite quote again. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it faith. Now let's imagine that there are different versions of you. In one version, you are just living in a specific city for your whole life and you have a stable job. And in another reality, you are a famous dancer who just travels and has different concerts in different countries. By not believing that you are more than just one type of identity, one type of reality, and that you are a multidimensional being, then you end up staying stuck in these loops, staying stuck in these situations, but you forget that life is so much more than this identity that you are resonating yourself with right now. By acknowledging what's unconscious, you take the first step towards your power. Another example, somebody just dreams of living in a specific country, but in their mind, it's just impossible. So they end up never chasing that dream and just stay their whole life in the country that they are born in. Or what they could have done, for example, in another situation, is just sit down and acknowledge all the blocks, all the limits their subconscious mind has. So once they work with it and do the right steps, maybe they will end up living in the dream country that was impossible for them at first due to their subconscious blocks. This applies to everything: friendships, money, job, everything in your life. So the next time you feel imprisoned by your current situation, just remember this quote. Because you have all the inner power to change your life. Your subconscious mind is just waiting for you to acknowledge your inner blocks or your inner beliefs.